Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new California Lottery $30 Royal Riches ticket. This is part of the May 2024 series of tickets that came out in California about 2 weeks ago. And this one is a number match game. And there's some multipliers that you can find: 2x, 5x, 10x, 20x, 50x. There is that crown you can find for your win all, and then there are 4 bonus spots up here where if you find a money roll in any of them, you can win 100, 250, 500, or $1,000. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the California Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 2.71. Those are also the cash odds because there are no ticket prizes on this game. Looking at the prize structure, I do like the $10 million top prize, really long odds of hitting it, but at least you're playing for something that's worth playing for. I also noticed that the odds on the $30 prize are 1 in 6. I typically don't like to see that break-even prize with better odds than 1 in 10. What this means is that a lot of your game is going to be played breaking even, which to me makes the game a little bit boring when that happens. But ultimately it doesn't matter how you're winning your money back as long as you're winning it back. Now we do need to talk about taxes. In California, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. I don't view the tax money as part of the value of a game. And so that is going to affect how I view the top 4 prizes. And, that's a lot of prizes for them to be taking tax out for. So instead of what we see here on the screen, I'm going to view these top 4 prizes as $7,600, $38,000, $570,000, and then the top prize as $7.6 million. So with those adjusted prize amounts, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 76 and 77%. This is well above the 70% minimum that we look for all tickets. So we'll see how this compares to other tickets as we go through the video. But we do need to note that the 76% does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are going to be, getting 76% back as they play this game. So what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens at the $400 prize. So notice that 99% of people who are playing this game have access to less than half of this prize structure, which always strikes me as kind of weird. I don't know why a state lottery would structure a ticket like this where the majority of the prize structure is exclusive to the top 1% of winners. But that's what they did on this one. So, if you're playing this game, when you do win on it, if you're just an average luck kind of person, you are going to expect a prize somewhere between $30 and $400. But there at the $400 prize level, there is a split. It's about 46 to 54. So a little bit less than half, 46% of these $400 prizes will fall here in the bottom 99% of prizes, where average folks are going to be winning. The other 54% of these are going to join the rest of these prizes to make up the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 271 tickets that would have a top 1% prize on it, which means you're in over $8,000 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So that's really important information if you are thinking about playing this game. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 57 and 58%. Now, this is a low number. We look for a minimum of 60% payout for the bottom 99% of prizes on all of the tickets that we review. And the reason for that is because when you're down here in the 50% range, you're just losing your money so fast that, to me, it's not fun to play. This Royal Riches game is going to be brutal to 99% of people who are playing it. So just beware and know that this is really kind of a high roller type ticket if you do play it. Now, here on this page, we're looking at the increases and decreases in California $30 tickets. The data point for Royal Riches all the way over here on the right, and you can see there is a decrease in value from the previous $30 ticket, Crossword Extreme, that came out in January. And what I typically say is when you see a decrease in value like this, it might be a good time to not buy the ticket, because with every purchase you make, you're communicating approval of what your state lottery is doing. We don't want to see decreases in value. Um, we want at least the value to stay even, but what we really want is for that value to go up. And so when the value decreases like this, what you want to communicate to your state lottery is, we're not dummies. We are educated people. We know what they're doing, and we're not going to buy the tickets when they decrease value like this. So you want to lay off of this ticket, communicate to your lottery that you don't like to see these decreases in value, you don't appreciate it, you don't deserve it, and you're not going to buy the tickets when they do that. And that way they'll get the message and bring the payout back up. So this is one that I would not play simply for that reason. I don't like to see those decreases in value. Now, if you are playing $30 tickets in California, you've got some better ones that you can play. The Crossword Extreme ticket, if you're playing for overall value, has the highest overall value, 78%. If you are playing for odds, Royal Riches has the best odds, but you've got your Crossword Extreme that's right there with it. If you're a more conservative player and like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, the old Crossword Extreme, and that's the case with the overall value too. It's the old Crossword Extreme that you really want to find. And then if you are more of a high roller and you like to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, this Royal Riches really is, your high roller ticket. However, just beware, because you could lose a lot of money on this ticket really fast. Now here on the right, we are keeping track of top prizes as well if you're interested in that. Now here on this page, we're ranking California $30 tickets based on overall payout. Royal Riches is coming in third place here at 76% payout. So if I was playing $30 tickets in California, I would definitely be playing Crossword Extreme. Here on this page, we're ranking these $30 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout. And again, Royal Riches going to be pretty brutal for almost all of the people who play it. Crossword Extreme is a much friendlier ticket to the average player. Now here on this page, we get to compare $30 tickets across states. And what we see here is that California is relatively competitive with most of the time. It's relatively competitive with what other states are doing. I'd rather buy a $30 ticket in California than New York or Texas. Also California. We're in California. Also Florida. But California, not very competitive with what Georgia or Massachusetts is doing. And what we really want to do is look up here at the top of the list where Georgia has put out a couple of $30 tickets at 83% payout. That's really good. You're not going to get much higher than 83%. And so we have to ask the question, if Georgia can put out $30 tickets at 83% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why is California putting out $30 tickets at 76% payout? That is over 6.5 percentage points less than what Georgia did with these two tickets. And, 6.5% might not sound like a lot, but it is a massive amount of money when you think about how many tickets are a part of one scratch game. So one scratch game can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the entire game. Multiply that by the $30 price tag, and that's $300 million wrapped up in just one scratch game. And 6.5% of 300 million is $19.5 million that the Georgia Lottery is putting into the hands of its players with these two games, that the California Lottery is basically stealing from its players. And so, I don't like to see players get taken advantage of, but I feel like California's doing that with this Royal Riches ticket. It definitely has a lower payout than they need to have. California can definitely do better than 76%, as we've seen with the Crossword Extreme. So So this is definitely one that I probably would pass on. Now here on this page, we are ranking across states based on that bottom 99% payout. You can see Royal Riches down here in 17th place, second most difficult ticket for the average player that we've seen on the channel in over a year. So again, just if you're playing this, be very, very cautious. Um, yeah, I mean, maybe buy one and let it go at that. Now here at on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've reviewed on the channel so far, and it's a shame. I mean, a $30 ticket ought to be on this list, but what we see here is, and this is pretty embarrassing for California, we've got a $5 ticket on this list. The best $5 ticket we've seen on the channel came out of Georgia, had 77% payout. That's like 1.5% more than what we're getting from a $30 ticket in California. That's really a shame. It should not happen. It's completely backwards, and California ought to be embarrassed about that. And then we've got a bunch of $10 tickets, and Massachusetts really set the bar here with their $10 tickets. They regularly come out at 80% payout. Best one has come out at 81% payout. Here's the bar. In my opinion, every ticket that costs more than $10 from any state ought to have more value than this Monopoly doubler ticket. And if it doesn't, it's a pass for me. So yeah, I mean, California is really a long way from where it needs to be on its $30 tickets. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've reviewed based on that bottom 99% payout. And again, Royal Riches is a really tough ticket for the average player. It's 10 percentage points off of this list. So it's just a really, people are not going to like it. It's going to destroy people. So anyways, that's about it for the California Lottery. $30 Royal Riches. I wouldn't be playing it. Value went down from the previous $30 ticket. It's not competitive with what other states are doing. It's got a low bottom 99% payout, which means it's going to hurt the wallets of almost everyone that plays. My advice is pass on this one. Communicate to your lottery that you deserve and want better payouts on your $30 tickets. So that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.